Ursus and Lax C. Lax C, we just saw come off of a 2-0 with, you guessed it, we're back in 2019. We got Serpent Knight Dragon. Nightmare Sonic Blast coming from Lax C. And Ursus, looking into the future, Aster Phoenix, most likely. I think that we know what this is going to be, too. Ursus hasn't played Cyber Angels in about a month. Starting with a T set here for Lax C. And we're going to look into the future. So, looking into the future, top 3 cards can't play spells the turn you use this skill. The thought process is that you're not playing spells. You don't have any spells in this deck that you would play on your turn, but you can still have stuff like Shrink. And there's the Charging Gaia. It's coming out at 19. Yeah, so Ursa's playing Macro Beatdown here with looking into the future. No Cosmos yet. Yeah, Grand Convergence is super great, though. Literally why I constructed this deck before we started, because I wanted to play it a little bit, too. Oh, Ursus is Cyber Angels and win a box. Well, I guess when it's like you have to deal with this and use this deck over the course of a month, yeah, I could see him playing like... I don't want to say... I'm not saying that Macro Beatdown is sandbagging, but like I feel like when push comes to shove, Ursus is playing Cyber Angels still. Yeah. I think we just saw a hard pass from Lax C. Man, Omega Tourney, yeah. I want to play more Omega too. I love that. I love that client. It's so clean. Why didn't I move this to Omega? I remember there was like a couple hangups or like some red tape where it didn't. It was gonna be too hard to move away from Dueling Book. Tribute to the Doom. Yeah, there you go. Tribute to the Doom. Discard Carbonetin, and there goes Charging Gaia. So discard a card, then target a monster on the field, destroy it. Lax C trying to get out the Serpent Knight Dragon. We see Silent Doom in this deck. We don't see... What is the card from Destiny Masters? The Puppet. Oh, yeah, ping it. Is it nighttime Eastern? Friday nights... Well, obviously Friday I work, but like during the day. But then nights is usually when the boys come over for D&D. Or actually, recently we've been playing a lot of DC Deck Builder and like Star Realms, like Deck Builder kind of stuff. DD Survivor coming out for Ursus. Okay, a little bit of the macro theme coming here. Full back row. There's the Macro Cosmos. Oh yeah, he can now special summon a Helios, the Primordial Sun, from his hand. I like almost forget that line exists. Really, that line should be removed. I've never seen Helios be special summoned. All right, DD Survivor into... That was a set Carbonetin that's going for the Banished here. Omega had hiccups. Well, Vault had the King of Speed Duel. Last time I played Omega, really played Omega, was besides just building decks in Omega and then being like, I'm totally going to play Omega, and then never do, was the King of Speed Duel tournament that Vault hosted, and I remember it was really clean. But that was Duel Academy. So, like, I haven't seen Omega with Paradox Brothers and Duels of Shadows play, so... Could have, but those that team was always super receptive to feedback, though. Okay, looking to the future, Battle Phase 1800 for BD Survivor Champions. Excuse me, Book of Moon. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I was like, oh my God, you're Phantom 7-star normal monster. That's unfortunate for Lax. You didn't see that. I love that mindset. I love the you didn't see that, people. Like, don't beat yourself up over it. Set Champions Vigilance for Lax. Okay. I mean, it's going to be awesome because so now, you know, Serpent Knight's going to get defended once he comes out. Effective Carbonetin. Okay, we're going for a banish here. Yeah, that's a huge counter, actually, to this deck. You can banish from the graveyard, special summon the Serpent Knight. Grand Convergence. Grand Convergence there. I love the 300 damage to your opponent, too. It's just like an extra little... Get out of here. Does it target? Or when a spell trap card is activated. Yeah, so we're baiting out the Champion's Vigilance. Okay. We had the Grand Convergence. Ursus most likely has another one set up then. We just needed to play around that, or we needed to bait out that Champion's Vigilance. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, there's one Man-Eater bug in here, but, like, the rest of this deck is, like, Carbonedons and Sphere Creepos. Like, the only damage is Serpent Knight. I haven't seen anything else. So if we have another Grand Convergence, remember, we can't play it on our turn because of looking into the future. So pretty much all the spells he has are the quick play, something you use on your opponent's turn. Is it destroy all monsters on the field? Yeah, so we're willing to give up whatever this is. Friday at noon? You know what? Friday at noon? I might actually be able to do that because I have stuff wrap up by like 11:30, and then my next meeting isn't usually until 1 o'clock on Fridays. I could probably swing that. Saturday, absolutely not. I have 2 kids. There's no way. But Friday, during my quote lunch period, potentially. Delicates, can you shoot me? If there's a specific Discord that I like recently purged a lot of Speed Duel Discords that had like 30 people in it. So if there's a specific one, if you slide it my way, I might make an effort to do this Friday for sure. I'd love to stream it, but I don't think the work would appreciate me streaming in the middle of the day where they could see it. But I'll record it. Can't set. Looking into the future. Yeah, we got to get this sucker out of here. This is going to be 900 to Ursus, but totally worth it. And we got 18 to Lexi. Lexi has spheres, but nothing there. 3 cards in hand, nothing on the field. No Macrocosmos active, though, so if we see Carbonedon, we can still do Carbonedon things. We know he's got a Man-Eater bug. Otherwise, it's like Carbonedon. Rhoda. A Command Knight? Really? This is game 1. You're main decking a Command Knight? Okay. Warrior monsters get 400 attack, and you gotta target. You can't target Command Knight. You gotta beat everything else up first. So that was a Carbonedon, and DD Survivor at 22 with Command Knight. Man, I miss seeing the Command Knight lock. Control another monster. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target this card for attack. So you gotta beat over the 22 DD Survivor. Oh, I actually took him to 0. I didn't even notice the life points. I thought we had some time. Wow. Yeah, Command Knight. Sure, main it. Whatever. Main deck it. Oh, hold on. I just built the deck without Command Knight. I got to update it to the new cool Ursus deck. All right, so Serpent Knight taken apart. We had Champion's Vigilance beat the Grand Convergence. Sure. But Warrior Lady, man. There's just too many. You ping alert? Oh, okay. I've probably seen it then. Let me double check for the last Friday just to see what it looks like. Sorry, yeah. Grand Convergence, Champion's Vigilance beat that out, but like there's just too many cards that just remove it. Like Warrior Lady, for sure. Did he get Nightmare Sonic Blast off? Maybe once. What was last Friday? 16th? I see nothing. There's nothing here. You lied. Really? Yeah, I didn't think so. No, I can still see the channel as, you know, one of the admins, but I don't need the alert roll because I would prefer not to get pinged by everything, but all right. Looking into the future start for Ursus here, we have Banisher the Radiance, like a walking macro Cosmos, 1600 attack, 2 back row. We're in game 2. That was just game 1. Why did I think we were game 3? All right. Meanwhile, we had one other match going on. We are currently in the semifinals of the Speed Duel Showdown number 67. Just in case I cut this up for YouTube later, so people get context. We have Chinstrap and Caesar also playing right now. Okay, Book of Moon. And on Banisher, Carbon comes out. We're going to beat over that. It's 0 defense, and we have 0 gravity. It's going to switch battle positions of all face-up monsters. Just the Carbon 600, that's going to be a difference of, well, dead defense Carbon. Although you can banish. So, Banisher the Radiance up. Carbon goes right to Banished, which is great, because then we can't use the effect to get Serpent out, which is nice. A sphere on Banisher. Sure. Lexi running out of cards pretty quickly, though. Oh! Any card sent to the graveyard's banished said you can't drop sphere. Nope. You can't. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, but you're not doing that. You'd have to send it to banish. It doesn't get the effect if you dropped it to banished. I don't even think you can drop it to banished because nothing happens. That is huge. Which is weird because, like, Sphere is something that we kind of stopped seeing for a second, and now we're seeing it come back. And it's been reprinted a couple times at this point, so it's like, yay, yeah, this is probably the best hand trap you're going to get, so keep using it. But to see the, I mean, the macro is, like, so anti-meta. Like, even Sphere doesn't work. Tribute to the Doomed. Discard a card. Now, this one says discard a card, so it doesn't say send to the graveyard. So this still works. Discard a Sinister Serpent. Get rid of Banisher. Rhoda for probably, I don't know, Survivor. Warrior Lady. Command Knight. Never mind. Command Knight, naturally at 16. Buffs itself. Yeah. Serpent on the graveyard. Foolish Burial. Okay, that works now. That works right now. That works right now. Banisher's gone. Yeah, if you just keep macro up, this is like a huge counter. Just an absolutely huge counter. Because the Serpent Knight Dragon deck was built before macro was even conceived in the Speed Duel format. Definitely, because like Ursus just pops. He's running 3 macro Cosmos on top of all this stuff. So we got the Serpent Knight out. We're gonna see Nightmare Sonic Blast. This is a great opportunity to get more resources into his hand. Do we see 3 monsters? There we go, with 2 Carbonets and a Sphere. So we can add 1 to hand and we can pop that Command Knight. Howled Life Barrier. Discard a card, Wabaku, basically. Ooh, match result from the other semifinal. Caesar lost 2 out of Chinstrap. Chinstrap sitting in the finals right now. Caesar, you have the bronze match. You are playing this loser. So don't go anywhere. Winner of this plays Chinstrap, who's playing, I think he's playing Roids today. Meanwhile, Caesar was the one playing Amazonas. If Amazonas gets third, that'd be sick. I got you, Chinstrap. Yeah, we updated. You're good. You play this winner. Looking into the future. Get this dragon off the field. Nothing from Ursus yet. Lexi now 4 cards in hand, but I mean, we just gonna keep Nightmare Sonic blasting? We just start blasting? Oh, God. Ursus knows exactly what he's drawing, too. Like, what's the holdup here? He's rearranging the top 3 cards of his deck each turn. Yeah, there are a lot of outs for Ursus. Ursus is playing just the absolute counter to this. Like, in theory, you don't even get... Serpent Knight doesn't even hit the field because you have macro set up, like, so early. Like, he had Banisher the Radiance set up so early. And you couldn't do your Carbonettins, you couldn't drop Sphere, you couldn't do any of that. Couldn't Foolish Burial. Maybe now? Lexi can wait. He's got a full hand and a lot more cards. Okay. Anytime spell trap's activated or something that targets the monster, yeah. Champion's Vigilance. We baited out the Champion's Vigilance. That's huge. That is absolutely huge defense for Lexi. Yeah. Ursus won't get there. He won't get to deck out. He's got too many outs. But I'm worried because Lexi's got like a lot of cards now. I'm going to have to bait 2 more Champion's Vigilance. Macrocosmos here. No back row this time. And Shrink. Okay. Just to free up a spot? And you can't activate it on your turn because you're looking into the future. Does Shrink hit the graveyard? Not with macro. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. It never touches the grave. There's the Warrior Lady. Normal summon charging guy on 19 and 15 battle phase. Warrior Lady into that sucker, and we have some damage to deal. 900 to Ursus, but doesn't matter. Here's the 19, and we finally have an opening. We have spheres. Doesn't matter. Macrocosmos. Macrocosmos says no sphere. Nothing on the field. This is going to hit for 19. Life points don't matter for Ursus because Lax is not really attacking with this deck. Maybe with Serpent, but we're not there. Yeah. Ursus is very patient. Battle to set Carbonetted number 6. Oh, it's the Man-Eater bug. No! That's all right. We still got macro. We're still cruising. Silent Doom is another way to get Serpent here. I don't think we do that, though. I don't think that works right now. I think it's a discard. Or put some in the grave. Tribute Doll. That's the card I was there. I think I was saying Puppet. Tribute Doll is the one I remember. For to get him out way back when. Heat Wave. All right. Well, we might as well just chill out. Nobody's summoning any effect monsters. There's no way Ursus has a normal monster, so no monsters here. That was a lot of vanishing sounds. Yeah, he can sap, but nothing. Lax Sea just struggling against this mighty Macrocosmos. Grand Convergence, you know that's like another Carbonettin. Yeah, or Sinister Serpent, I don't know. Oh my god, we could actually win off Grand Convergence. Do you have another one of those? That'd be hilarious. I would love to see that dub. That was a sphere. Alright, yeah, it's all just spheres and Carbonettins and Serpents. Have we seen another Grand Convergence? No, I don't think so. Yeah, if he wins off Convergence, that'd be hilarious. I'd love to see that. You don't even have to... There doesn't even have to be monsters on the field to resolve this. It's just... Alright, 18 for lethal with DD Survivor. We have Howled Life Barrier. Discard a card, Wabaku. Take no damage. And monsters can't be destroyed. Usually a bad card, but good for decks like this where you want to discard like the Serpent Knight. Or discard the Carbonettin. Staying alive. And yeah, this is going to be... If this is game 2 for Ursus, I think this is over. Now we got monsters. Double Survivor. Another Sphere. Yeah, last line of defense. One back row. Book of Moon on the Survivor. Grand Convergence. There it is. We win by Grand Convergence. He wipes all his monsters. Yeah, cool way to win. You are just better. That's a cool way to win by Grand Convergence. All right, let's keep it rolling, guys. That was a fun one. It's cool to see Serpent Knight again, I guess. Serpent Knight was like the moth of 2019. It's just like so annoying.